What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to tell you about Digimon Beatbreak episode 20, and this is my review. It's proof of genius. Before I go any further, please, I need you to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the video, and go ahead and visit that Patreon that's in the description below. This episode, fantastic. Just a round of applause all around. I cannot. Really good anime this weekend. Just, man. Let me start with where we picked off from last week, right? With the Clay and Kyo conversation, where Clay, apparently he gets a drink called Blood and Sand, which is all right, a little bit too on the nose, but okay. And Kugamon was ready to attack. He was just, and Kyo's like, it's cool. And Kyo's about to walk off on him. And dude, and Clay's like, hey, that Tinkermon, what was going to be 100 million credits. Your family cost me over $1 billion in damages. You owe me at least one drink. And Kyo is equal parts cool, equal parts scary. Because he just looks and just sits down. He's not even going to finish his drink. He just looks, sits down, closes his eyes. Cool ass character. And Kyo's wondering, is Chairman Wong in on this? It's past that old man's time, right? He's thinking, hey, if I teamed up with Kyo the Golden, the World Union would be in our hands. You know, and Kyo goes, Chairman Wong sees Digimon as power he's been granted. You see, I hope I said Digimon. You see Digimon as tools for profit and human trafficking, bro. Like, the human trafficking part. You know, you both are the same in my eyes. And so he's like, all right, you won't team up with me. So I'm going to say this. Stay out of my way from now on. I wouldn't want any harm to come to your family. Now, look, Kyo don't play about family. This is because the shot on his face before didn't have as many shadows. Once the threat came out, you know, because again, the Digimon are reflections of their partners, right? Our boy here, well, that's a reflection within a reflection. Our boy here, just serious face. That's if looks could kill type of look, right? And so Yoshi comes in, says, I can't remember Kazawazara Kari. I'm pretty sure I said his name wrong. I'm just gonna call him Zaki because that's what Yoshi calls him. So Zaki comes to meet Glow and Dawn at their hideout personally. They think they're supposed to be meeting Garando. He's like, no, you guys get extra money because of what you did. But here's the thing. The woman we caught at the Ministry of Civil Protection, she was cold-hearted. So the real person behind it got to her. And we, you know, because, so here's the line here. The World Union made the 5 stars, but the World Union also made the Ministry of Civil Protection. So we know about the whole Digimon thing. They cannot go after Clay without sufficient evidence. So they need some evidence because he basically pretended like he had nothing to do with it. Even Kyo brought it to his attention. Like, yeah, you absolved yourself somehow. So that's why he thought the Chairman Wong was part of this whole thing, right? And Kyo's like, nah. Going against the 5 stars is going to lead to more than just bruises, which is true. It's, you know, Kyo used to be part of them. He knows. I think he part of the original 5 stars. Like, was he like one of the first? He might have been one of the first, right? Which it'd be interesting if there were more characters that were 5 stars that just left. But it looks like it's these folks here. There we go. What's my guy called? Tomoro's like, yeah, but you know, he's a leader of Team Tactics, right? He made Harumi and Raito do these shady jobs. And then you got Makoto. It's like, what is that chick's name? Oh my goodness. Hotaruko. gonna call her as Ruko. You know, and she got she's involved in this too. Oh no! And Kyo's like, nah, stay away from it. That's my final answer. He going upstairs. He done with this. And so we get Tomoro, and I'm not trying to do like, excuse me. I'm not trying to do like a rundown, but so much of this cool shit happens in sequence. I have to talk about this. So he's in Oscar's room, just like, man, I can't believe he don't want us to go against, find them. Dang. I love, again, Gekkomon, and no matter what form he's in, says things wrong. He's like, hey, isn't the guy with Flahmon in with the five? So he's like, you mean Flaremon that reduced you into Kekkomon? He's thinking about Ultimate. He's like, man, even Raito, we're struggling against him because these Ultimate level Digimon. If you know anything about the old days of Digimon, back when it was just a virtual pet, I think that was, 96, 98? They're just as old as Pokemon. Shit, I think it was like 96, though. No, 98, though. Getting to, like, what is called perfect form in Japan, Ultimate stage was like, that was it. That was like, once you get, become an adult, there's the pinnacle. Once you break beyond limits and get to the mega form, also known as Ultimate in Japan, that's when it's like, oh snaps, this is like the Ultimate Digimon have all these perfect battles. They win a lot. They're super strong. That's how you get beyond that. So Ultimate, I like how in this show, Ultimate is treated like a level we haven't gotten since, honestly, the original Digimon shows. Hell, I think since was it seasons 1, 2, 3, O2, Tamers. That was like when Ultimates were saying like, holy crap, these things are strong. And then you see, I'm pretty sure this Son Goku-mon, Son Goku-mon, Monkey-mon over there. He's like, that's the guy. He's chasing them down like Craig and Day Day chased down Santa Claus and Friday After Next. Went to find him. That fool instantly KOs both of them. Like, thunk back of the head, smash Gekkomon. Now, what really works in his favor is that he told me was going into the world union. He ran right past her. That's what he does. He gets single-minded. He still got a little bit of that a-hole in him, but he gets single-minded. Please make her part of the team and give her a Digimon, please. Anyway, she goes up there to see what's going on, and she catches the guy. First of all, Uma takes the staff, and the Tonfas become guns. Opens up a little hole to Mirror World, jumps in, closes. She's like, I like this because we've established that we have friends in this universe. We're going to run into them. We're going to talk to them. And they're going to help us by telling people that, by telling the friends what happens, which she does. She told them, hey, they took him. A big old Monkey-mon took him. I don't know if I want to go that part yet. Do I want to skip ahead? If I skip ahead, this will be revealing stuff too early, so gotta keep it up. So our dude wakes up as we, if you read the descriptions on here, it tells you what's gonna happen. It doesn't matter because it's still damn cool. He wakes up, he's in an illegal Digimon Coliseum, to which the Coliseum, it was called, hold on, they said something in the top all English, welcome to Hidden Coliseum, and their motto is only the strong survive. He gets jumped, and I hear Mega Flare, and I said, are you fighting the homie? Are you fighting the big homie Greymon? Look, I know some of y'all are tired of Greymon. I'm a big Greymon fan. Even as a person who started off as a Tyrannomon fan, I'm a huge Greymon fan. This Greymon has been through tons of battles. Huge amounts of scars on him. And I said to myself, am I going to talk about Greymon how I always do? When I pull up the photos or how when I go through the digital information, I mean, why not talk about this adult champion level dinosaur vaccine that is part of tons of fields? I don't know how he's part of Deep Savers. They don't swim, but Deep Sabers, Dragon's Wars, Metal Empire, Nature Spirits, Nightmare Soldiers, and Virus Busters. I mean, would I say that it's a dinosaur Digimon whose cranial skin has been hardened so that it covers its head like a rhinoceros beetle shell? Extremely aggressive with the body like a lethal weapon covered in sharp claws and gigantic horns. However, it is highly intelligent, and if you're able to tame it, then there probably isn't any monster as strong. Its special move is Mega Flame, spewing ultra high temperature flames from his mouth and reducing everything to ashes. Greymon, one of my favorite subspecies. Right up there with the Garurumons. Posing a question here: how do y'all feel about Gabumon actually being like one of the mechanical things that go to Garurumon when it's literally just a lizard that's wearing like digital fur, and I guess the fur eventually takes it over and it becomes a wolf? But at the same time, what happens to that horn? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I digress here, right? This was cool. Now, I love that Gekomon is just like not Kyo. Tomoro's like, what is going on? Don't have time. Gotta fight. Evolves. We don't get any evolution sequence. It just gets in front. I'm evolved. I'm Armor Lizamon. Nah. The fact now, I would have assumed that a neutron laser could beat flames. This is one of the coolest things. Guest appearance by my Switch and Cade from Destiny. This clash, which is not going to show up very well. That's neutron laser. That is the Mega Flare. Really good. This was a good, like, the two battles we got in here were really, really good. And what did Armor Lizamon told you? He says things wrong no matter what form he in. He is like, I don't know what's going on, but I'll take on that plight. And it's like, you mean you'll take on that fight and don't? Why are we fighting? Still wins. Poor Greymon gets turned to Botamon. We've already seen Botamon. I'm not pulling up Botamon. And the guy who was fighting him gets carried away. We find out later that he's cold-hearted, and that plays into this. So give me a second here. So they're being forced to battle. Our main villain, Clay, at this point, Raito comes as like, someone hacked in, got him in here. Like, was it Kyo? No, it couldn't have been, because he wouldn't put his family at risk. Exactly. I like when our villains are smart enough to know, their adversaries, what they would and would not do, right? Instead of going, you don't know though. No, just don't be dumb. Obviously, it's the dude. It's the one dude, the blue hair guy who is partners with Monkeymon. Obviously, he did this with Chairman Wong. Duh. Just duh. Anywho, we find out he's gonna fight the champion. The champion is Raito, 7-time champion. Okay, Raito with Monodramon. They're not going to cancel this because apparently the crowd is into it. So it wants to make more money. Cool. Typity type. Still trying to figure out who hacked the system. And Clay heavily implies this is going to be Raito's last battle anyway. And I'm like, sound like y'all plan on killing him after this because he failed you a bunch of times. We do have Ruka. We see Haruka. She's like hiding. She looks all, This, one thing I need them to do is to pick a lane with this character. Does this character feel remorseful for the things she have to do, or doesn't she not give a damn? Can she also have that layers of like, I'm upset with the fact that you depend on the strength of other people, but at the same time, I don't like doing this. I don't know. They got to pick a lane and make her a little bit more defined for me, please. Please. Gonna process them both in there. So, man, I took a lot of pictures. I won't show this picture because it's too damn blue. I like the fact that You got Raito, who's laying on the digital. By the way, this digital space, we learn more about mirror worlds. Mirror worlds, I'm just going to skip ahead of this because Zaki said that mirror worlds are. Nope. 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 Huh. I thought I had this. I did write this down somewhere where he details what the mirror worlds actually are. Excuse me. They're essentially, mirror worlds are essentially a collection of virtual worlds on the internet. It's in a place that should be inaccessible without special pass, but that's where these legal fights are happening. When Zaki shows up, it's been a day, right? He hasn't shown. The battles happen the next day. He's in a cell. They're all meeting. Zaki shows up, says, I did some digging. The jewel thief guy, who his name I think was Akamanba, was that the guy? Which jewel thief guy was that? Was that the B guy? Was that the Bmon guy? That might have been the fun B guy. But, he types up, shows them, this is what's going on. Wealthy people from all over the world watch this in bed. And he's going like, help me bring him down. I cannot let him use Digimon for illegal battles. Love to Kyo kills with the looks. And that is very cat-like. Just Kyo. The golden Kyo. Just boy, I've turned a page from being like, I don't trust this guy to he's pretty damn cool. Eventually, by watching them, because Makoto was trying to find out where he was, couldn't look over the internet, find him. Since they saw the stream, was able to track where it was because they're connected to it now. Good job, Makoto. And Kyo's just like, Kugamon, get this egg. We're gonna go get our boy. We're gonna save Gekkomon and Tomoro and Gekkomon. And Reina's just like wondering why he doesn't evolve. We'll get to that in a second. So I like the juxtaposition. Raito was on the cot while Monodramon was sitting on the side. Gekkomon was laying on the cot while Tomoro was on the side. And I love that he's having a conversation with Digimon like a person. Initially, and I keep forgetting to say they because we've gone through so much stuff without them calling Digimon they, but Monodramon has a very deep voice, very main character voice. Like that Monodramon is talking to him, saying like, yeah, Raito's in here, we're gonna win, and he's gonna fight his way back into tactics. And Tomoro's like, yo, I was just trying to find my brother's E-Pulse. Wants to feed Gekkomon, they can't get out, and I like that you put this detail in, no matter how dumb it is, no matter if we're going to be in here just for here, that you cannot give E-Pulse in these cages. It just absorbs it, so people don't try to escape, right? Because it's like, yeah, just break us out. Can't break them out. Again, Raito is so insufferable. He's annoying. Calls him an idiot or baka, stupid, whatever. He doesn't care what happens to the people he beats. Now, I said they cold-hearted that guy. Gekkomon sniffed and is like, I smell something familiar. They run and they see the dude's cold-hearted. By the way, those guards are shitty-ass adults. I'm like, you're okay with this? Like, you're okay with being like a goon that essentially puts people in comas and basically kills people and ruins their lives, Just mirror in real life. Again, still don't get how you could be okay with being a shitheel. And so Raito gives off not caring, but we're going to find out in 2 seconds here. We get a little bit more backstory. He's been called a genius since he was a little kid, even though technically, 16, 17, you're still a little kid. No matter what it was, whether it was sports, soccer, games with chess, or anytime he sees something once, he can imitate it. He can do it again. And studies. But the one thing he couldn't do is control a Digimon like a genius when it came against Naito and Gigasmon. And Gigasmon they drew yams, they drew cheeks on Gigasmon. It was so funny just looking at him. His cheeks out. But yeah, he's trying to prove, he wants Naito to call him a genius. And when this battle jumps off, our boy here doesn't want to fight him. He's like, once he sees the person's cold heart. He's like, we're not leaving them here. We got to leave. Dude doesn't want to hear it. He's like, I have to prove I'm a genius. And so they have this conversation. I love that the anime this weekend is filled with good conversations. Hey, man, do you know what happens to people who lose? I don't care. It's none of my concern. No. They get cold-hearted. Yeah. Are you okay with Monodramon hurting people? You know, your selfish reason is to prove that you're a genius. He calls Tomoro selfish because he's looking for his brother Epos. Not the same thing. But I like, hold on. I like, because I got to say this verbatim. He says, I'm going to ask again, knowing what happens to the losers, are you still going to fight? Meanwhile, he's already turned Monodramon into Ramphomon. Gekkomon is getting beat up. He's getting tossed around. He's doing some dodging. And then he makes him evolve into Azdaramon. And Gekkomon's like, he's crying. I can feel how much pain this Digimon is in from evolving into an ultimate. And now Digimon. Gekkomon's locked in. This man is weave. You can't get him. At this point, we get the evolution sequence. We get the sonic spinball from Armalizamon beating up an ultimate level Digimon. Raito once again thinks, like, he's like, I've seen Kyo and Naito. I can do ultimate. Dark Epos, which is insane because he keeps bringing up this whole emotion thing. You got to control your emotions. Like, bruh, I don't know if Raito is supposed to be on the spectrum or if he's just an asshole. Like, just maybe he's a little bit of both. But yeah, he's not making me go, you should save him. I digress. Do feel bad for Azdaramon. Azdaramon gets the darkness in him. He's doing all the moves. Again, Armalizamon, they're blocking. They're doing the damn thing. When Azdaramon has the darkness in him, you know, and Raito has his eyes closed, he's talking about, I can do this, I can show this. Azdaramon almost hit his butt, but didn't. He's like, I know you're a genius. He even said as a Monodramon, like, I know you're a genius. You'll show them all. And it's like, dude, this Digimon loves you. He even says towards the end, he's like, you know, Azdaramon has only ever been thinking about me. And I love that our boy goes, you're a genius. I've accepted that. I don't care about your acceptance. Yeah, but today I'm going to have to beat you for your own sake. And just in sync. I like it. He always says, you know, his date bio. His dual wielding blades. His blades got more detailed on them the more in sync they were in battle. And yeah, that looks kind of bad. Anyway, Raito finally pays attention. He finally figures out what makes them stronger and faster each time because they're feeling the exact same emotions. They are literally in sync with their thoughts and their emotions. And he's just thinking about the fact that all he's ever thought about technically is himself. He's not doing it for anybody else. He's just doing it for himself. And Azdaramon only thinks of him. Gets hurt, gets hit. He looks like he's about to glitch out. That's where the episode ends. Next episode is Reina talking with Granite or Granites, whatever, trying to say, hey, you know, I've always had to make my own decision, finding Glowing Dawn, found my family, but you need to make your own decision. Look like he's about to jump off a cliff. It looks like Kyo is going to be Kyo and Murasamemon versus Gigasmon in Naito round 2. Breaking down this digital coliseum. It's gonna be a good one. Next episode is The One Beside You. This was really good. Like, we got lore. By the way, I didn't say this. The main way that Clay makes money is the illegal fighting ring. I'm like, so the human trafficking doesn't make it that much, but this does, huh? That's okay. All right. That's insane, but okay. So, but yeah, Geckomon was dodging all this man's moves as an as an ultimate Digimon, not being able to touch him. I was hoping that we were gonna get like, our Melizamon turning into an ultimate, going like, all right, I'm gonna block you now. So they pretty much are going to declare war on Clay and probably by proxy the 5 stars, mostly Clay and Tactics. I'm looking forward to this. We'd also get another mention of Harumi and Commandramon, because he tells Raito, like, they kept making them do shady jobs. He's like, and he knows that Commandramon didn't want to do it. Your Digimon does not want to do this. Are you going to keep doing this knowing that A, he is in pain, 2, doesn't want to do it, just doing it for your sake? So 5 out of 5. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I forgot to flip this over. Thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Really good, man. To anybody that said give Tomoro a chance, you guys were right. You guys were 100% right, but at the same time, I was also right, because he was a bit of a D-bag, and it's very apparent that Raito is what he could have turned out to be. A selfish partner, selfish tamer, because I hate the terms they give them, to Geckomon. That Geckomon just only wants to be by your side, bro, and just want to help you, and want just love me, and just could be one of those partners, but he's not. Turn the corner, and that's what makes him our main, I guess, protagonist, main Digi-guy. Digi-guy with the Lizardmon. So let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. I know this ran a little bit long. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. It's so much fun. This series, ever since the Tactics arc has started, this series has just been fantastic. No complaints, no notes. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do not forget to hit that like button. Make sure that you share the video, you subscribe, and you hit that notification bell to be notified of more reviews like this one. Visit my Patreon. Whatever you choose to donate will be graciously appreciated. Please be good, be blessed, wash your hands, drink some water, get some good rest. And remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and don't be a jerk, all right? We have too many of those out there. And if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling down and out, make sure you reach out to someone, talk to someone. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow, and want to help you shoulder your burdens. You don't have to do it alone. There are people that care, all right? You want to talk to me? My social medias are also in the description below. Give me a follow, say hello, be mellow. We'll be good to go. I'm going to be adding a Substack soon, because we got, no offense Digimon, we got 30 years of Pokemon this year, so I got some fun stuff I plan on doing. Until next time, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next Sunday. I'll see you Digi folks later.